People be end up in a red grass.
No Taliban's like them. Them call me the trench car. And you know what I'm a sober. Be about me.
People be end up in a red grass.
I got to tell you about Aggie Tree Services of Stonecrest, Georgia. They are willing to travel to local and metro Atlanta. That's right, Aggie Tree Services of Stonecrest, Georgia. Our services are extensive. We have equipment for almost any job, including demolition, skid steer, forestry mulcher, bucket truck, excavators, we can have it all. We can clear up to 3 acres per day, residential and commercial. The telephone number for Aggie, 770-990-5414. I'm going to say the number for you one more time in case you didn't get it. It's 770-990-5414. You can also email Aggie at aggieholdingsllc@gmail.com. One more time, the name is Aggie Tree Service of Stonecrest, Georgia. Trust me, give them a call. You don't want to miss out on this. Aggie Tree Services of Stonecrest, Georgia. The only people you need to call. Lawrence Prescott Photography. I'm smiling, I'm laughing because, God, I know what I'm talking about. Lawrence Prescott Photography. That's the only person you need to call when you're ready to take your pictures. You want those pictures to come out right. You want those pictures to last forever. You want your best picture taken? Lawrence Prescott Photography. He does private events, in studio also, and outdoor photography if you need. Photography is what Lawrence Prescott does, and he's really good at it. Trust me. And also, when you want to get that video done, any type of videography production, he got you. He does short films, movies, any type of videos as well. Lawrence Prescott got you at anything that you really need. So make sure you give him a call. His phone number, and I'm going to say it slow for you, it's 404-218-1234. Did you get that? 404-218-1234. Lawrence Prescott Photography. Yo, my brethren, big up.
Hey, I'm Ariana Grande. Hey, yo, this Cardi B. What's up? It's Megan Thee Stallion.
Yo, this is Shaggy.
Hi, I'm Charlie Puth.
This is Ed Sheeran.
Live from Atlanta, Georgia, it's the promo show with Cazzy B. Check it out.
Check it out. Check it out. Well, I want to say welcome, everyone. Good afternoon. It's not quite evening as yet. It's still in the 5 o'clock hour here. So I'm going to say good afternoon. Oh, let me get my headphones on. So I just want to say a good afternoon to everyone tuned in to Cazzy B on the promo show. Welcome to another episode. This is episode 16 of the promo show with Cazzy B. I am here coming to you live from CLTV Studios in Stone Mountain. I want to say welcome to everyone listening to us on Facebook. Welcome to everyone listening to us around the world on our Live 365 radio app on Caribbean Life Radio. And welcome to everyone listening to us on YouTube, on Bacchanal TV, and also on Facebook, on Cazzy B. And I think I've shared the feed to a couple of places. So if you don't mind, guys, don't keep this all to yourself. Go ahead and share the live. Share the live to everyone, to all of your groups. Let them tune into the promo show with Cazzy B. And also hello to everyone listening to us on Instagram. So I just want to say, so today is Friday the 16th of February. We're, 6 weeks into the year already. Can you believe how fast this year is going? It's, I can't believe we're halfway through February, but we are here. So this week, so much has happened this week. It was Valentine's Day on Wednesday. I don't know what you guys did, but, midweek always kind of catches you. It's that hump day where, you're trying to, finish off your week and just get prepared for the weekend. So I'd like to call this, call this and treat this as the official beginning of the weekend. So that's what we're going to call this. We're going to call it happy hour. The next hour, we're going to call that the sexy hour when the DJ is here and playing his mix. That will be the next hour. But for this hour, you've got me. And I do have a guest coming up this evening. He will be here in probably about 40 minutes or so. Austin Thompson. For some of you who do not know who Austin Thompson is, by the end of the interview, you certainly will know who he is and why he's here and what he's representing and promoting today. So I want to start, as I said, say hello to, I can see we've got a few people already locked into the live nice and early. I love it. I love it. So New Jersey, I see you. Everyone's tuned in from around the U.S. We've got Ghana. We've got, let me see who else is on the live. We got Ghana tuned in. We've got Germany, Canada. I see you. So welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody. If you're on the go, you can always listen to us on the radio app. As I said, Live 365. Download it if you've got an iPhone. Go straight to the app if you've got an Android. And tune in to listen to us on the go. So, my YouTube page, if you have not already, please, please, please subscribe to YouTube. I'm actually trying to get those numbers up. And would love for you to subscribe to YouTube so you can get notifications on when the promo show is live. And also, I have another show that airs during the week on a Tuesday. It's called Lunch Date with Cazzy. So if you want to have lunch with me, if you want to see what goes on behind the scenes in my kitchen, if you want to speak to any of my guests, I actually have a lot of guests from anywhere. It's a virtual show, so they're tuned in from all over the world. I started off my first show with a guest all the way from the UK. His name was Freddie Nwaka. This week, which is my second show this week, I had my guest was all the way from Barbados. And, who knows where my guest will be from next week? You just never know. You just never know. So tune in. That show is called Lunch Date with Cazzy. It is every Tuesday at 11 a.m. So go ahead and tune in to that show. So as I said, so today we've got I've got quite a few announcements apart from talking about my other show on Tuesday, the Atlanta Caribbean Community Awards, ACCA, is happening on Saturday, March the 9th. Let me find a flyer for that so I can bring that to the stage. So that is happening on Saturday, March the 9th from 6 p.m. to 12. It's a dinner and dance and awards show. It's happening at Front Page Event Center, which is 8010 Rockbridge Road, Southwest in Lithonia. Tickets are $40. DJ Leo Force, special DJs, entertainment, host Donna McLeod. That's going to be an amazing event. Of course, the award show. We all love award show. We're in award show season. So it's quite right that show should be happening very soon. So March the 9th from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. Don't miss the Atlanta Caribbean Community Awards. The information is on the screen right now. There's a number to call if you would like to get tickets, as well as more information. And I believe once we have that show, the award show happening, there's also an after party. There's an after party as well. Let me bring that to the stage. So the Atlanta Caribbean Community Awards after party, the official after party, which is at the same venue, but of course, it will be past midnight. The award show should be finished at midnight, but the party's going to go on for a lot longer. So you've got all of that happening. So as I said, my guest today is Austin Thompson. He will be here, and he will be here to talk to us about another event happening at the end of this month, the 24th of February, and that is the African Caribbean Community Summit. So ACCS 2024. This event started last year. It was well attended, well informative. I was there at the event. For the next 2 weeks is going to be their second event happening for this summit. And as I said, Austin will tell you a little bit more about it when he comes a little later. So February in the U.S. is Black History Month. So Black History Month, which is happening right now. I'm glad that it's at least an extra day. So at least we're getting 29 days because it's a leap year. But so Black History is happening right now in America. So what I wanted to highlight, I do have a couple of slides surrounding Black History. So I just wanted to bring that to the stage so we can talk about it. So Beverly Johnson, for some of you who are in the kind of 50 age group will know who Beverly Johnson is. She is still a model. She's still here with us. She's beautiful. Beverly Johnson helped to smash the barriers as she proved to the world that black is indeed beautiful. So this year marks 50 years since Beverly Johnson was on the cover of American Vogue, which when you think about it in context, we're like, well, I am in that age range. I have another young gentleman here in the studio. He's nowhere near 50, but a lot of us are listening. And so just imagine this was only 50 years ago that Miss Beverly Johnson was on the cover of American Vogue. It just seemed like, not so long ago. But anyway, so 50 years. So that is a little bit of Black history. She is celebrating that, and she has a show in New York currently, just celebrating that achievement. So 2024 marks 50 years. It's the 50th anniversary of the historical cover, which happened back in August of 1974. So Beverly Johnson said she had no idea that she was the first black model on the cover of American Vogue until international reporters brought it up during interviews. So that is a little bit of black history. And another little bit of black history is we are going to celebrate Garrett Morgan. For those of you who do not know who Garrett Morgan is, on November 20th, 1923, Garrett Morgan, the 46-year-old inventor and newspaperman, invented the three-position traffic signal. So even though, you know, and I talked about this early in the week, so even though he did not invent traffic lights per se, he did invent that extra stop. So, you know, it was only stop and go back then. So his invention created a third position besides just the stop and go, which regulated crossing vehicles more safely than earlier signals had previously done. So congratulations. This is Black history. This is something that, you know, we should all know about some of the greats and some of their inventions. So Garrett Morgan, there you have it, invented the traffic lights as we know it today. So black inventors. So that is to be applauded. And I'm going to have some more. So on Tuesday, I'm going to have another Black history, you know, something from the past, so that you know, we can, maybe it could be an inventor, maybe it could be, you know, an artist, but I'm definitely going to highlight Black history every week that I'm here, so that we can just keep it up. It's probably something we should be doing every day anyway. I don't see why we should just have 1 month dedicated to Black history, but you know, that's just how it is. But what we're going to do now, we're going to play a little bit of music. I do have a mix courtesy of DJ A playing currently, which is available on SoundCloud. And, you know, so he is excited that I've got the mix happening. Don't worry, I did, you know, kind of get the mix. I told him, he's excited. He knows it's happening. He should be tuning in to hear the mix on live on the radio. And so we're going to do that until, you know, we have our DJ who will be here shortly, as well as our guest coming up in the hour at 6 o'clock. So until then, I'll give you some more notices. We'll come back in just about 2 minutes.
Fuck like you know pride. She want fuck you like me. Clap on my cock alright. Rich nigga make your life easier. Fuck up your Thailand, that's why. Man, girl, I'm tired of that. It's a pussy type of that. Up on the point side, I'm in love. Me up a put up a fight up. Girl, if you fuck you, nobody else. Spit for the cocky, you slap on bed. Pum clean and you don't carry sense. Sit down on the cocky, let the way the spend. But if you need a your world, like Michael Phelps. Me feel it in your world, tell me how much I rent. Tell a girl feel raise herself. Can you write for me like pen, so me sing oh. Thank God me a fuck your heart in there. Them say me show the last name in vain, but the people never put out there. Hey girl, you a classes. But bring your pussy come on, hunting now. So we at it till the morning come. This how it feels to fall in love. Oh, hey girl, you a classes. How you they come on warning cup. That's something the way now your class been taught. I do me the way I'm a cat.
Yeah. Me no wanna man where every girl fuck already. I don't wanna need your money for me enough already. We can't the fuck and you want the fuck. All type of girl, plan your funeral cause we toxic. So pick one honeymoon or casket. A real top girl I want her plastic. You better control your cock, no we lose her out and things might just end up. Hey, me ramp up, my one you don't play. When my cross, I don't cross me. Because you won't find my pockets, you lost me. Are you a crosses?
Hey girl, you a crosses. But bring your pussy come on hunting now. Do what we at it till the morning come. This how it feels to fall.
All right. So let me bring myself back on the screen. Okay, so I want to take this moment to thank my sponsors. So notably, the promotion team of We're White. I just want to say thank you for your sponsorship. Oh, I've got so many wires going on here with this Headphones. There we go. So we're white. We're white. We're white. So thank you so much for your sponsorship. This show, the promo show, is exclusively sponsored by We're White. And if you guys are not sure what We're White is, you will by now, because it's one of the top events for Atlanta Carnival season, happening on Sunday, the 26th of May, and that is from 8 p.m. Oh, someone just said to me, I actually have the title Lunch Date with Cazzy episode 2 up on the screen, so I'm going to need to change that. I'm going to have to go ahead and edit that because it's actually the promo show. Hey, listen, this is a live show. These things happen, okay? So don't, no judgment. What I would do, I'm actually just going to go ahead and take the banner off so that it doesn't show. There you go. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So We're White is happening on the 26th, Sunday the 26th of May from 8 p.m. And they have artists. We've got Patrice Roberts, of course, Nadia Batson, and the Road March winner himself, Mr. Michael Teja. He will be singing all the DNA that you can handle. You're not going to be able to handle. I'm sure he's a great performer. I haven't seen him live as yet, so I'm excited to see him live. So word on the street is that early bird tickets are almost sold out. So if you would like to get your early bird tickets, they're $45. And as I said, that is happening on Sunday, the 26th of May. Not to take away from the carnival itself, which is happening the day before on the 25th. Again, I'm excited about the fact that it's one carnival. I've always said, you know, it would be great to get back to one carnival. When I first moved to Georgia, there was one carnival. So I'm excited that we're back to one carnival. And so that's happening on Saturday, the 25th of May. And then the following day is the Wear White event, the following day in the evening. Now, if you've never been to Atlanta Carnival, the festivities, so to speak, starts the week before. So make sure you come out and support everything that's happening. There are various events happening. I know there's Juve. There's probably about 2 or 3 different Juves happening on different days. So you've got Army Fets, you've got the flag event, Flagorama. There's so many of them. I can't think of them all from the top of my head. So hopefully the promoters, you guys call me so that we can go through everything that's happening during that whole week of events in Atlanta. And so, you know, we want to make sure we get as many people in the area coming to enjoy the festivities. So one of the events, as I said, is Wear White. Also, Trap Water. I've got to give it up to Trap Water. They are one of the official sponsors of the Atlanta Carnival, but they're also one of our sponsors here at the radio station. So Trap Water, if you have not had Trap Water, hydrating the culture, make sure you log on to Amazon. They do sell them 24 packs available on Amazon. So go and get yourself some Trap Water. You know, why not? It's good. It's really good. Have you had Trap Water, Tay? Okay, you gotta have some Trap Water. It's definitely something very refreshing and pure. You know, and of course, you know, we gotta drink water. That's what we've got to do. So another one of our sponsors is Brown Line Consulting Services. Let me see if I can bring that to the stage. I actually don't have my mouse today, so I'm using this with my fingers. Luckily, my laptop is oh. There's the Trap Water right there. And last but not least, I want to bring to the stage my my flyer for Brown Line Consulting Services. So open doors in 2024. Now this is for anyone who is currently either looking for a job or anyone who would like a new resume or just a resume. If you don't have one and you would like a resume, you know, give me a call. I can help you. I'm just trying to find a flyer. No, it's not on here. Okay. Oh, there it is. Just found it. Live show. This is what we do. Okay, so open doors in 2024. So what we do is enhance resume. So you may already have a resume, but if you need to have it enhanced, if you need to have, you know, everything that you've done, everything needs to be updated. Because if you are going for an interview, you will get asked about everything you've done over the last, 5 years, 10 years, 15, but don't go further back than 15. But so on your resume, we do enhanced resumes, LinkedIn optimization. So if you are, if you don't have LinkedIn or don't know what LinkedIn is something you need to get if you want to network within the corporate world. Interview tips, so cover letters, weekly training, as well as networking online and more. So there's so much that we are offering, investing in yourself. Why would you not want to invest in yourself? This is a small prize for a big reward. More information is available on the website, and that is brownlineenterprises.com. And there's also the QR code that you could scan on the screen right now. So so Brownline Consulting Services. And then, of course, there's Trap Water, and, of course, our Wear White, which is our event. Now, last but not least, I'd like to tell you a little bit about real estate. So real estate in Georgia is, of course, a great way to invest in yourself, invest in your future. It's a great retirement, having a second home or even a rental home. So I'm looking for buyers, I'm looking for sellers, I'm looking for investors. I don't do a lot of rentals, but rentals I can still help you. So anyone who is looking to be in a home in 2024, please give me a call. Let's have a consultation. We can talk everything real estate. Again, my number is 202-550-2923. And, if you would like to, if you see yourself in a house by the end of this year, why not? You got to start now. You got to start as soon as possible, get everything together. We can tell you what you need to get together and help you get to that point. So real estate is definitely, I urge anyone who is in a position to invest to go ahead and get yourself property. Do something to do with property. If you want to buy land, if you want to buy a fixer-upper, if you'd like to buy something that don't need a lot of work, if you don't want to do a lot of work, it's always nice to do some work because you kind of want to make it your own. But nevertheless, we can help you. We can help you with your real estate needs. So please, please give me a call, and I will be happy to help you get that done this year. Let's make this year. Let's make the 2024 more in 2024. Let's make that happen right here in 2024. So, like I said, I am going to switch back to a little bit of music. In the meantime, I'm going to fix my my banner so it can say the promo show, because it is a promo show right now. And we are going to get back to a little bit of music so that we can get the rest of the party started. It's already started, but well, we're going to get the rest of the party started and see, how we do until our guests come. Our guests will be here in about 20 minutes or so. All right. Thank you, Tay. Over to you.
Each and every Monday right here on SoundCloud. Enjoy.
You say that I flow is mine every time I'm activated. You just trying to catch a vibe. See that you fascinated. Jump up on the brand new ride.
Just joining us on Caribbean Live TV on Facebook, welcome. And if you are joining us on my Facebook page, Cazzy B, as well as the promo show on YouTube, welcome, welcome, welcome. And of course on Bacchanal TV, and that's Bacchanal spelled Bakanal TV. So tune in to us on Bacchanal TV, on YouTube, on Catch the Buzz, and that's Buzz with an extra Z. You know, we spell things differently around here. That's Buzz with an extra Z. And on my Facebook, Cazzy B, as well as the promo show on Instagram. So welcome, welcome, welcome to everyone listening to us around the world on our Live 365 app on the radio. So this part of the show is called the Trending Topics. You know, when my show was on a Wednesday, I used to kind of do my trending topics at 8 o'clock and call it the Trending 8 at 8. So now it's just called Trending Topics this week. So whatever is trending. So I don't have a lot of trending topics because there's so much going on. I kind of just highlighted maybe, you know, the first kind of 6 or 7 or so that, you know, I picked up on. So I've got Austin Thompson here. I did tell you guys a little bit about Mr. Thompson. He is here right now, and we are going to talk about the trending topics, and then Austin will come back and talk to you about the African Caribbean Community Summit that is happening on February the 24th. Is that right?
February 24th.
February 24th. He will tell you all about that. So, but for now, Austin, welcome, welcome. You are no stranger, of course, to CLTV Studios. You have been here before. You've been on the promo show before. So, you know, so thank you for spending some time with us today. I know you've got a mountain of things to do. You always seem so very busy.
Mount Kilimanjaro, man. Mount Kilimanjaro.
That's right. That's right. But thank you for spending some of your day with us. So what I'm going to do, let me turn the camera around so they can see who I'm talking to, because they can probably hear your voice. And no, it's not me. My voice is not that deep. So
we should have played a joke on the audience, man.
No, we're not going to do that.
This is Cazzy B.
No, that is not me. My voice is not that deep.
Like, Cazzy, what's up?
So let me see. I've got 2 cameras going on here. So let me just go back to this one. All right, so we're going to turn this camera on.
Okay.
We're going to turn this camera on you. Let me make sure it is focused on you. Oh, look at it. It is focused directly on you.
On me?
Oh, yeah. So we're going to turn it back on me for a quick second. Okay, so Austin and I are going to talk, you know, and anyone who wants to chime in, if you guys got some comments you'd like to chime in on any of these topics that we've got to discuss, let us know. So first one, Usher, did you watch the Super Bowl?
Are you kidding me? I watched.
Did you watch Usher,
I watched the fourth quarter,
baby?
right? That earlier that day, because you know it was 2 major sporting events that Sunday, last week Sunday. It was the African Cup of Nations, the AFCON final.
Oh, that's right.
Featuring Côte d'Ivoire and Nigeria. You know, and it was a big game. It was a huge game because
huge day for sports.
Huge day for sports, right?
Yeah.
And you had, of course, it was being hosted in Côte d'Ivoire and Ivory Coast, and so Ivory Coast won. Right? It's great to always win at home.
Yeah.
You got the momentum of the people
just the crowd alone
you.
will, they take you along.
Yeah, so it was great. We were at this restaurant, the African restaurant, off Buford Highway in Atlanta, and the euphoria was, oh my God, through the roof, you know. And it's great because it was, you know, Africans being together, enjoying Africans and the energy. And this Guyanese banner in between all the African brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, representing the Caribbean community, enjoying it, you know. It's always great when we can get together and enjoy one another, you know, because the perception out there is that black people can't come together and have fun, and whenever black people come together, there's always a shooting or something, you know, tragic.
Well, if you're all Caribbean, we have parties.
Right.
You know, they have fun.
That's the perception out there. That's what the media puts out there, right? So, but the narrative is always negative, but when you come together, we have fun and we enjoy one another, and you know, it's a sporting event, and we're just having fun, man, and it's great. It's great.
No, that was
because
good.
you defeat the narrative. Because yes, black people, African people, Caribbean people, yes, we can come together and enjoy one another and have fun.
We certainly do. We know how to party.
Yes.
We know how to party.
Yes.
So, so Usher did a great job on this, at the Super Bowl. It was an exciting halftime show. He did definitely bring Atlanta to the world because that's what he said he wanted to do, and I think he achieved that to a degree.
Let's just face it. That was a performance for the ladies.
Not necessarily just the ladies. We had Her was there, Alicia Keys.
That's right.
So I think he did a great job. He knows how to bring the crowd in. He knows how to get the love and feel the love, and I think that's what it was all about.
There's a lot of love, I tell you that. There was a lot of love, that embrace with Alicia Keys. I mean, I don't know what's up with that. But.
He was at the top of his game because he was just coming off of a Vegas show, and then the Super Bowl, of course. And then on top of that, he also got married. So he had a great day. He had a great weekend.
It was great because it was great to see Usher back out there doing Usher.
Doing Usher.
Doing Usher
and being Usher.
He still got moves. He still got the moves. He can still flow. Very fluid. And he electrifies. He electrified the audience, man.
I thought he did a great job. And so why I brought him up, because I know the Super Bowl. There's a lot of things surrounding the Super Bowl. So coming out of that, so Usher did announce that he was going on tour.
Right.
So, capitalize on the event. Why not? I mean, you don't actually get paid for doing the Super Bowl. So he wasn't paid for doing the Super Bowl. However, do you know how many people watched the Super Bowl? You want to take a guess?
How many people? How many people? Oh,
well, it's in the million, of course.
I mean, it's probably like 100 million.
Yeah. Pretty close. Pretty close. 129.3 million people around the world watch the Super Bowl. So, he's got 2 songs in the charts right now. They're both going right back up to the top. He's announced he's going on tour. You couldn't even get in the queue to buy tickets, and tickets are going at like $4,000. As a result, he's had to add 2 more dates in Atlanta. Because he had 3, he was kicking it off in Atlanta. So he was like, "Look, at the end of the tour, I'm coming back to Atlanta." Yeah. So he added 2 more dates. Those dates are like sold out.
Right.
And it was the most watched Super Bowl halftime show.
And considering all of the previous acts. I mean, the Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson.
He beat Beyonce as well. And that's partly to. That's partly, and I know, I'll probably get beaten up if I say this, but the Swifties contributed to that. And you know who the Swifties are, Austin?
Heard of it, but I never really tuned into that.
The Swifties, come on, Austin.
You got to educate me on that one.
The Swifties are Taylor Swift's fans. They're called the Swifties.
Yeah, the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce.
I know, but her fans probably helped to contribute to the amount of people watching the Super Bowl this year.
True.
Because they were watching, because they have an interest in her and so forth. But hey, it helped Usher, so no one cares.
Yeah,
Usher won, Atlanta won. Yeah. You're gonna get, the economy is gonna.
Atlanta need to win.
Atlanta won. So I have no problem with that. So congratulations to Usher.
Yeah, considering you got 2 of the biggest names in football, future Hall of Famers, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. All you heard about all week was Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Yeah.
She never caught a ball. She didn't run a ball. She didn't sack the quarterback. But
she's there. She was there. She showed up, and people were excited to see her, even if it was just a glimpse.
Yeah.
So so we're staying with the Super Bowl. So the parade happened. The parade happened, and it was very, very unfortunate. I actually watched another feed of that whole parade again. When if you don't know, the Chiefs who won the Super Bowl had a parade, of course, to let everybody show all the love to Kansas City.
Right.
And I don't have the total number of the amount of people who were at this parade, but everyone took some time off to go.
Yeah.
They really supported the team.
Yeah.
And then it was 2 teenagers who got into a some kind of conflict in the crowd and just started shooting, just spraying bullets, like with no regard for anyone, not even any regard for themselves, but no regard for anyone. There were kids in the crowd. There were, just everybody coming together. So 21 people in total got shot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, one died. She was a 43-year-old teacher.
Yeah.
Married, kids. I mean, it's just pointless.
Right.
Just so sad that, that would happen at such a great event, such a great, kind of celebration.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that with all these like big crowds? I mean, that could be in your jurisdiction as an example, having
and
crowds like that size.
And well, your audience probably doesn't know also, I'm not here to just pub the African Caribbean Community Summit, but I'm also an elected official, sit on the city council for Lawrenceville. And, with all the planning we do in the city, not just infrastructure, roads and sidewalks and street lights and trash pickup and all that, we also have access to the police department, the chief of police, and there's a lot of conversation about safety. I met with a young activist, a young gun rights activist last year with the chief of police. We talked about, the easy access to guns and how safe are we here in Lawrenceville. We had a huge discussion about that. It was very successful. Of course, gun rights in America is a very touchy subject because so many people are for the reduction or removal of certain requirements. Yeah. So you can get easy access to guns. You can literally walk into a gun store
and just purchase a gun.
You don't need an ID. You don't need to have a license. You don't need to register your gun. You can get up off this table right now, move from the mic, go to the gun store across the street, say, hey, I want to buy a gun. Yeah. It's the ease and access of guns. We're seeing a lot of break-ins of vehicles around the Metro Atlanta area where the owners of those vehicles are leaving their guns in the car. And the reason why the break-ins of the vehicles are so high is because those who are breaking into the vehicles are looking for firearms.
Oh, wow.
They're looking for firearms, right?
Wow.
It's not that they're breaking in. That's the new trend now. You talk about what's trending? Yeah, that's what's trending, right?
Oh, my gosh.
So guns are readily available, right, to anybody at any age, right? So, and I don't want to get into
the
whole gun rights and so on and so forth, but yeah, in respect to Kansas City and the parade and everything, it's unfortunate that happened.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that we can't just, back in the days, we used to throw hands.
Well, right. You just throw a punch. You just put your hands up and that's a fight.
What you saying? What?
But these days, what I don't understand, I don't understand is like they will go to a parade with the gun. Why are you going to the parade with a gun?
With a gun, yeah.
You know what I mean? You know it's going to be a happy celebration or so forth. Why are you going to the parade with a gun anyway?
Yeah, because the mentality is if anything happens, I'm ready.
Yeah.
That's the mentality. But then
innocent people get caught. It was a real shame.
Yeah.
It was a real shame.
Yeah.
So that was very sad. Sad news. Definitely something that's trending, which we don't want it to be trending, but that's sad news.
Yeah.
Okay, so talking about, actually, I do have another Usher story. I told you, it's definitely his year for sure. And I'm bringing this to highlight. You probably haven't heard of this, but I'm going to bring it to highlight because I know someone who's involved in this project. So more Usher news. Bring the music to life. He is now commissioned to star in a 6 series. It's a new TV series. The producer is a friend of mine, a Guyanese brother, actually.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, that makes it even better. That the Caribbeans are now getting in those rooms, and those conversations are being had.
Right.
So it's a drama kind of TV series. It's UCP, which is a division of Universal Studio Group, of which my friend is part of that company. So he is going to be on the the producing team of this new TV series starring Usher. So a lot of it hopefully should be filmed in Atlanta. So I'm hoping I can get him,
That's good. That's good.
hoping I can get him to come and give us an interview because, yeah, that is amazing. So kudos to him.
Yeah,
And, the
Atlanta's
Caribbeans,
the
the
new
Guyanese are doing big things.
Yeah.
Big things. So, okay. Now, more entertainment news. So let's switch to Beyonce. We mentioned her name a little earlier. Bay. Bayhive. The Bayhive. Hopefully the Bayhive wouldn't get me when I say this. But so Beyonce has transitioned into country music. I don't know if you heard that.
Well, no, I haven't heard of it, but it's not unusual for true artists, right? True artists to venture into another genre of music.
Well, here's my take on it. Here's my take on it. So until, we could debate, but, I think you know what the answer will be. She has done everything else. She did a little bit. Actually, I don't think she's kind of done reggae, but she did do a little something that sounded,
she did opera.
That it could be reggae. No, she hasn't done opera yet. I don't know. Has she?
Oh, I think she's done some opera. Yeah.
I'd love to have her on a soca song. That would be interesting.
Would be nice. Her and Alison
She
Hines.
would help. You'd imagine, or Kez, or Problem Child, somebody. Beyonce and Problem Child. That would be nice. But that would really help that genre for sure. But I'm glad that what else can she do? Country music seems like it's a great money move. That I would say.
Right.
She's extremely smart. So why not move into something like that? But of course, the country music community are all up in arms.
Exactly.
So Oklahoma country radio, they would not play her song. She's again 32-time Grammy winner, and she is from Texas. So the song is called Texas Hold'em. And she actually has two, and then the other one is called 16 Carriages. So kudos to Beyonce for moving into country music. I did listen to the Texas Hold'em. It does sound really kind of country.
Yeah.
But it still has that Beyonce spin on it. It's not like a traditional country. I don't think they have anything to worry about. She's not going to come and take over that whole genre.
She's not.
But if she wanted to help the Caribbean community, sing some soca,
exactly.
Collaborate.
We will
with
welcome
somebody.
her.
Yeah,
we will welcome her. And I mean, the country music fans, they embrace Lil Nas X.
Yes.
Country
Road,
Road,
they sure did.
I forgot the name of the song, but I can hear it in my head.
I can hear it. Yes.
Yeah.
You don't want to hum it, but I can definitely hear it.
Yeah. And you've had popular Charlie Pride. You've had Darius Rucker.
Yeah.
African Americans who have made it into country music, and not too many of us.
Yeah.
But I imagine that on the lower circuits, right? There are many who have not made it to prominence, but it just shows you how talented people are when they can get outside their genre, get outside their comfort, and show success in another genre. Beyonce known for R&B. Right, and now she can get out there and be successful in country.
Well, what I like about what she did is timing. Timing is everything. She is getting up there in ages, and she's seeing a lot of these younger artists, Megan Thee Stallion, and all these others coming up and doing so much. So she's like, maybe I should do something a little different while I still got the energy, the time. She just came off of a successful tour.
Yeah.
And this is what they do. Bring out some music for this year, and then by next year, she will incorporate all of that.
You think about all of the divas that came before her, right? The Diana Rosses, the Natalie, Natalie
Cole.
Natalie Cole, yes, Natalie Cole, Patti LaBelle, even God bless the dead, Whitney Houston, she changed, her style a little bit. But all of these ladies
she
are
was
still
more kind of pop in the beginning, and then she kind of more R&B.
Yeah. And a lot of these ladies can still get out there and kill it on the stage. So Beyonce is seeing, okay, I'm getting away from this bubblegum style. I'm not 19 anymore. I'm not 25. I'm getting up there, but I'm still the diva. I'm still the diva, and I can still change my style and command respect and demand.
Yeah.
Right.
And she did that.
Yeah, and she does that. Everybody has at some point, and not just in music, in any space, right?
Any space.
Yeah, any space that we see in which we operate. There's this maturity and this evolution that we go through. Yeah. Even for me in my own personal life, you know, what I do now is not what I did at 25, 30, you know. As I mature, my style has to mature and evolve. Yeah. So it's just life.
It is. We evolve. It might have also something to do with the fact that she hasn't won Album of the Year. Her husband got up on the stage and said that. So hopefully with this country spin, maybe she had to do this country spin to make it, you know, more appealing for the ones who are ultimately voting, which is kind of crazy to me. But anyway, kudos to her.
That's
kudos to her team. Kudos to anyone who wants to venture into something a little different. You know,
that's right.
I am not mad at you at all for doing that.
That's right.
All right. So talking about, let me see if I have any other stories. I do have one other. Do I? Yes, I do have one other story. Okay. Do you know who Monique is?
Monique, the comedian?
Yes, yes. Monique.
So
I kind of just skimmed this story. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this story either, because it's just one of those stories that you're like, oh, how many times are we going to hear a variation? There's a lot of variations of this story. But in a nutshell, she had an interview with Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay. And Club Shay Shay has been doing a lot. Club Shay Shay has been talking to a lot. I want to talk to everybody that Club Shay Shay talks to. Right. But so she talked about this feud that she had with Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey and some of the other prominent, black TV network, VPs. And, she said that, they owe her an apology, for kind of having her blackballed, years ago, and she lost out on all this money and different things. And then there was a video that surfaced of Tyler Perry actually having given her that apology years ago. She was saying that they hadn't. And then she had to then, go back on her statement and say, she then had to go and apologize back. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Yeah. And my take, the only reason I brought it up is that I wanted to just talk about the truth. A lot of people don't know a lot about the truth. But let me introduce you to my friend, the truth.
Right.
Now, if you say the truth, in the first instance, you don't have to make things up as you go along.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? The story is not going to change.
Yeah.
It's still going to be the story. It might be a slight variation, but it's still ultimately going to be the same message. You can tell it 10 years down the line. You can tell it, 20 years down the line. You can write it in a book. It's still going to be kind of what it is. So had she done that in the first place, she wouldn't have all this circling back. So now people don't know what to believe.
Yeah.
If they like you, they like you.
Right.
But, they don't know where to go with this story.
And it could have been an attempt to just win sympathy and win support.
And publicity.
And publicity, because, celebrities do go through a lot. They have their cliques as well. And then you might have a group of celebrities who are looking at a young upstart or someone who's trending on a certain path, and there might be some animosity between one or a group. But
something
they go through their issues too, and this is what we have to realize, that celebrities are human beings.
They're just
politicians are human beings. We're all human.
At the end of the day,
that's
who they are.
We all go through it.
They're just human beings.
Yeah.
So
that's who we are.
Yeah, they're entitled to their opinions as well.
That's right. All right.
But the only thing is that theirs is played out publicly, and ours isn't.
Yeah.
Ours get public when we put it on Facebook. So that could happen too. If whatever beef is going on.
Yeah,
and if you put it on Facebook and someone, makes a comment, and you could elaborate.
Yeah.
In my case, I'm going to put my truth in a book.
Right, that's right.
So I'm going to profit from it.
Pay for the truth.
Right. I'm going to profit from my truth.
Pay for the truth.
That's what's going to happen. But okay, so those are my topics for today. What I want to do, I just want to take a moment to thank my sponsors. And so thank you to Trap Water. Thank you for your sponsorship. Let me get the Trap Water up on the screen. So, guys, if you have not tried Trap Water, go to Amazon. They are available 24-pack of trap water. And trust me, you'll probably get through that in maybe 2 or 3 days. It's so good. So 24-pack available at Amazon, trap water. Thank you for your sponsorship. And of course to Brown Line Consulting Services, and that is if you are looking for a resume, if you need your resume, if you need LinkedIn, if you need, I'm trying to find my flyer, it's up here on the screen, but if you need cover letters, interview tips, networking online, give me a call. I will happily work with you on getting all that done. And also real estate. Let's talk about the real estate. So if you're looking for a property right in 2024, give myself a call. Caroline in the city, contact 202-550-2923. And don't forget, this coming Tuesday is lunch date with Cazzy. I do have, as I said, this is a lunchtime show. It is on YouTube, so go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube if you'd like to, you know, keep up to date and click on that notification so you know when the show is on. That is on Tuesday at 11 a.m. So I am we're going to play probably a couple of, just a little bit of music, and then we're going to come back with our guest, our special guest, and that is Austin.
So make we do no. Big long food me a should be in your when me should be in your feet. Mine and papa be back.
I am going to introduce you to Mr. Austin Thompson. Austin.
Yo, yo. I'm here on the promo
Austin,
show.
You are here on the promo show. So
That's
let me
right.
switch the camera. What I've actually got the flyer for, and I did mention it very briefly, why we were here, what we were here for, and I've got the flyer right now, which is being shown on Facebook as well as YouTube and as well as Bacchanal TV.
Right.
So first of all, Austin, you know, you're just not, I mean, you're far more than just my guest. So why don't you tell the viewers, again, the ones who do not know who you are and the greatness that you represent. So why don't you tell them, Councilman Austin Thompson, who you are, first of all, and then, of course, we will talk about the African Caribbean Community Summit, ACCS 2024, which is happening on February the 24th. So, over to you.
Well, thank you so much, Cazzy B. Congratulations to all the success that you have achieved on the promo show, and you know the work you do with the community and media. My name is Austin Thompson. Long time, you know, community activist, long time community member in the Caribbean community here in Atlanta. Former president of the Guyana Association of Georgia, and vice president, and so many different things I've done with the Guyana Association of Georgia, with the Georgia Caribbean Heritage Coalition, worked along with the Trinidad and Tobago Association, the Spice of the Caribbean, a Grenadian group, the St. Lucia Association, and many of the Caribbean organizations here in the Metro Atlanta area. So I'm no stranger to Caribbean culture. I'm no stranger to the Caribbean community here in Atlanta, and even had a small little volunteer experience with the former folk festival, which preceded the Atlanta Caribbean Carnival that we enjoy today. So I've been around Atlanta Carnival since '91, and you know, so I had a great time, you know, being here in Atlanta and working alongside Caribbean leaders. But I also serve on the City Council of Lawrenceville, so working in public policy as a public servant on the City Council of Lawrenceville is what I enjoy doing. Like I said, I've been a long time public servant before I became officially an elected public servant.
Right.
I've always served
so
the
you were
public.
doing the job.
I was always doing the job. But now I'm elected now into a more official role on the policy side, where I set policy, where I'm a lawmaker in the city of Lawrenceville.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I enjoy what I do. I enjoy working with people. I enjoy solving problems. I enjoy working with my counterparts on the city council and the mayor, our city manager, and city officials to make Lawrenceville a better place in which to live.
Yeah.
A better place in which to set up and own a business and run a business.
Uh-huh.
And the quality of life that many expect in Lawrenceville, the things that we have in Lawrenceville that would make anyone be interested in moving to a municipality.
Right,
entertainment,
exactly.
Housing, you know, safe streets, a good, you know, police system, you know, small businesses that are growing and thriving, you know, green space, you know. Candidate Thompson and Coffee with Councilman Thompson started in January of 2022.
Wonderful.
2 Saturdays of every month. That has been consistent, and tomorrow will be the second of the 2 Saturdays in the month of February.
Yeah, nice.
Right? So it is one of the things that I promised my constituents when I was running.
Yeah.
Was that not only am I going to knock on doors, am I going to be available by phone and by email, by text, you know, Facebook, social media, but I want to make sure that, you know, you have access to me. And there are different ways of having access, not just to me, but to any elected official. But
Yes.
for me personally, Councilman Austin Thompson in the city of Lawrenceville, I want my constituents, I want the business owners, and anybody who has interest in Lawrenceville, who is a stakeholder in Lawrenceville, to have access to me.
Right,
to come and
right.
sit with me. I have open hours, you know, from 9 to 11, the first and third Saturday of every month, right? From 9 to 11 at the Euro Gourmet Cafe. Now, if I can make it the first Saturday of the month, I'll reschedule to the second Saturday. And if I can't do the third, I'll reschedule to the fourth.
Right.
But I'm going to make, sometimes it's the first and second Saturday, or sometimes it's the third and fourth, because life of a public servant is very busy.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm no doubt.
And sometimes 2 hours before an event, you know, it has started, someone will call you, hey, can you come and speak and say a few words at this event? You know, we would love to have you come and say a few words, or we'd like for you to come and just be acknowledged. And so sometimes on a dime, your schedule will change, you know. And that's something that, you know, you have to get used to, because when you're elected to serve. You're elected to serve the public. And your life becomes an open book. It becomes, everyone has access to you.
Right,
Right?
yeah.
I got no problem with that. I have no problem. So that's why sometimes, you know, folks say, oh, I've been quiet. I didn't get a chance to reach you. I'm like, that's okay. Just leave me a message. Send me a text. I'll get back to you. If you're up at 1 o'clock in the morning, that might be the best time for you to get back. You know,
I know, because you're up late.
I'm
you're
up late.
working. So.
I'm up late. And I kid the mayor, because before every city council meeting, the mayor and I, and all the council members individually would review the agenda. And I told the mayor, I said, Mayor, if you ever get inundated during the day, chances are I might be up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
That might be a good time.
We could have this review at 3 a.m. Of course, he laughs, but I'm serious.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, so tell us. I know that that you, and in addition to everything that you do, you're also part of this community, the African Caribbean community.
Mm-hmm.
So this started, was it last year when it started? And
this collaboration started officially prior to 2022.
Okay.
2023, excuse me. It started like in December when leaders of Caribbean Georgia Vote and One Voice Africa, we decided we were going to come together. Mm-hmm. So I pitched this idea. I said, hey, look, in the African community, I see a lot of what you all are doing. And oh my God, it mirrors what we do in the Caribbean community, right? Like these health fairs that we do in our community, right? Taxes during, tax time, business symposiums and seminars, right? Meeting with immigration attorneys, because we've done a lot of immigration attorney panels and so on and so forth. Everything. We see a lot of things that mirror one another. I said, but, instead of doing things as just the Caribbean community and just the African community, why don't we come together and collaborate on something? Right? And we met at the Guyana Association Secretariat.
Oh, okay.
It was about 10 of us.
Yeah.
And we said, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And so that formed the collaboration between One Voice Africa, Caribbean Georgia, and Caribbean Georgia Vote. We're all African people.
Yes, exactly.
We are all African people, no matter where you're from.
Yeah.
Jamaica, Belize, Guyana, Jamaica, Trinidad, Ghana, Nigeria, Tanzania, Kenya. We're all African people.
Right.
Whether you're born in England, right? Whether you're born in Canada, Australia, we are African people, man. And we have to recognize this whole concept of oneness, coming together as one.
Yeah.
And collaborating with one another. Are we going to disagree on things? Yes, we're going to disagree on things.
Right.
Everybody has disagreements. But the thing that's important for us as African people that will guarantee our success is us coming together, putting aside the silos, putting aside this sense of, there's nothing wrong with a sense of patriotism for your country. Mm-hmm. Be Nigerian. Be Ghanaian. Be Jamaican. Be Guyanese.
Yeah, and
it's
be
great.
proud of that, too.
Yeah, they're very proud of that. Yes, and you should have that. But as African people, because since 1884, we have been made to move away from one another. There has been a mass division orchestrated to keep African people
It kind of feels like
divided.
It's still a mass division in
Right.
a lot of respects.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So now we've got to have a reversal of that Berlin Conference. Mm-hmm. And I speak about that a lot. This is part of it, right? This is all part of it. So coming together as One Voice Africa, Caribbean Georgia Vote, we're playing our small part in the reunification of African people, right? In the spirit of Ujima, collective work and responsibility, which is the third principle of Kwanzaa. Right?
Yeah.
Collective work, meaning as a collective, as a village, as a group, we have work to do, and we have a responsibility to our people, right? The partying, the fete, the powder fete, army fete. Look, hey, let me tell you something. You'll catch me out there fetting. You saw me last year.
Yeah.
Right? You ran up on me. I was like,
why not?
You ran up on me, right?
Having a good time. Why not?
But it's great to party and have fun. But at the same time, we always got to think about how we're building our communities, how we're coming together and helping one another grow, right? Helping to reverse that narrative that African people, black people, can't run businesses, can't come together, can't build healthy relationships.
Yeah.
Yes, we can, right? Again, are we going to have challenges? Yes, everybody's got challenges.
Yeah.
Every community, the Hispanic community, the Asian community, the Pan-Asian community, South Asian community, everyone has issues and challenges they deal with.
Mm-hmm.
But they handle it. And you're seeing them building thriving communities, right?
Yeah.
I've been here several times where I've ran out several, statistics about, businesses in the black community. we as African Americans, African people, we command almost $2 trillion in purchasing power. And the black dollar spends only 6 hours in the black community before it leaves.
Wow.
Right? So our dollars are not circulating in our communities as long as in the Asian community, the Hispanic community, and other communities. Right?
You know, and that is a shame.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little early today. Let me turn the camera on me because I want people to hear me say this, and this is important. So I was a little early today in the area, so I decided to stop at the new, is it the Black Wall Street?
Yes,
over
yes,
there in
Black Wall Street, Stonecrest, right.
So I decided to stop there and, just to say hi to them, let them know, just to get a tour of the, not just the shops, but also, so I met with the ops manager. It was just in front of me. I just happened to drive by. But I was interested, and because I was interested, he wanted to show me around, so he did. And he showed me not just the shops. That's one part of it. I didn't know that it had, there's a event space at the back there. There's a little area with tables and chairs. So if you're having, like the summit, for example, it would be perfect there for maybe for next time.
Right.
There's also an area with, a stage. So like artists, we're always looking for celebrate. Mind you, disclaimer. Make sure we don't mash up the people's place, but disclaimer.
Right.
But they have a stage. They have all these this really good space, and then a huge parking lot. So I'm thinking already, wow, why do we not have maybe more events here? Maybe that's something that we can explore.
Right.
But they said when it first opened, they had a lot of support, and things have just started to die down. So when you talk about spending black dollars, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Because all of the shops, there's room for more, guys. So if anyone's looking for a space, I can see pop-up shops happening there, pop-up events, and they have a lot of these things, they said, in the works.
Right.
So I did, I took some details, and I said, look, we'll get together. We could talk about some ideas on which we can work together.
Right.
But that is definitely a place that, here in Georgia. That's the one way of supporting. So, guys, if you haven't been to the Black Wall Street Market over in Stonecrest, please go and visit.
Right.
They definitely need, the support.
That's right. Sure. That's
they
right.
They definitely need the support.
That's right.
So, the African Caribbean Community Summit. Tell us a little bit about the summit, and then we're going to switch over to, my DJ is here, DJ DX, the kid from Linden, is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. And he has his Supreme mix, so I want him to, have his time to do his thing. Guyana versus the world. He is coming in, strong tonight. He is Guyana versus the world here. So, but tell us about the summit, briefly as to what's happening. We'll go to some music, and then we're going to come straight back to you to hear a little bit more.
All right, good. So, because I have to preface this year with what we did last year.
Yes.
We come back because you were there last year.
I was there. Yeah, it was
last
great.
year. We had a focus on immigration, where we had about 5 immigration attorneys. So this allowed the Caribbean community and African community members from each community, if they were having immigration issues, to come and hear the panelists speak about immigration challenges, how the system is set up, and what you can do if you're having or experiencing immigration challenges, to come and listen to the panel, but also have an opportunity to sit with the attorneys one-on-one. Right?
Nice.
We had a panel on health and wellness. Both of our communities are plagued with diabetes, hypertension, high blood pressure, so on and so forth. So it was great to have all these medical experts in the building, and plus big up to the Nigerian Nurses Association, because they had a table. They were doing blood pressure checks.
Wow.
Right?
Yes,
so you had a chance to
nice.
come there and to discuss, if you were having any issues and challenges, what can be done.
Yeah.
And then also voter registration and election, because that's the other thing about our community. As residents in the Caribbean community, in the African community, it's imperative that we get involved in the voting process. Not only as voters,
absolutely.
but as candidates running for office.
Yes.
Our people need representation. We pay taxes in the city and the county and the state, and taxation without representation is not really going to help us.
Yes.
Because we're paying tax, but we have nobody to represent us.
Right, exactly.
So it's great that we had the election and voting rights panel last year speaking about the importance of playing a key role in getting involved in the election process. If you don't want to run, find candidates who are running. Participate, volunteer during election day, help knock doors, help, put out material, just help get candidates who care about the people, help them get elected.
Yeah.
Right? So we had all of that going on last year. We had some entertainment. We had a steel pan player, and then we had the Eritrean dancers, and that was really great. We had the DJ dropping some real serious Afro beats and some reggae music.
It was
that
good.
Great.
I remember. So what have you got in store for this year?
So this year we're focusing on business.
Okay.
Right? This year we're focusing on business. So the theme for this year is entrepreneur growth, strategies for business success.
Okay.
Right? When we talk about entrepreneur growth, right, there's only one way we want to go as entrepreneurs, and that's up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Growing revenues, growing clientele, customers, right? How do we utilize artificial intelligence and various marketing strategies, right, to make our e-commerce businesses and our businesses a success?
Right.
For those of us who are nonprofits, how do we write successful grant proposals, right, to seek grants for our businesses, for our nonprofits?
That is a good one.
Yeah.
That is definitely a good one.
And then access to capital, access to funding, right? Without funding is like the spine to the body, right? Without funding, without capital, without working capital, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to grow a business because if you don't have available cash, to grow a business, to purchase supplies, to pay your overhead costs, to pay employees, it's really hard to start a business.
Yeah.
Right? It's really difficult.
It is very difficult.
So we're going to be touching on those subjects.
Not just to start, but also to maintain that business.
That's right. And of course, this is an election year, so we're going to have a discussion on what's going on this year in elections. Right.
Which is important.
Yes.
Yes, that is definitely important.
Yes.
So, okay. Well, thank you for that. We're going to pivot now, and we are going to play some music. Guys, DJ DX is in the house, and I know he is ready for his The Extreme mix, because I did say that we're going to get a good mix from DJ DX. Over to you, sir. You're listening to The Promo Show with Cazzy B and my bro, DJ DX. Kid from Linden.
Yo, after the night, don't leave your girl around me, true player for real. That's my nigga for real. Come on.
might walk by. So I wanna be right. Baby, when I see you, when I something now is
You're listening to the promo show with Cazzy and my bro, DJ GX. Good from London.
Sound International, we are big sound.
You're listening to the promo show with Cazzy B and my bro DJ DX.
Rated.
Yes, you see, I have so many brothers. So many brothers. Once you're from Guyana, like Austin, you're my big brother. It's my little brother, you're my big brother. Once you come from Guyana, there's lots and lots of brothers all in the house. Yes, so, all right. So just wanted to, again, touch base on the African Caribbean Community Summit. So, Austin, I'm showing the flyer again on the screen.
Okay.
Just want to really just, touch on that and let people know exactly why it is important for them to come out to, we didn't even mention the F word. The F word being free.
Oh, yes.
That F word.
Food, free.
Food, freeness. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So that is important.
Thanks for clarifying.
And that is not a reason to come, but it's also a good reason to come too.
Right.
But it is a free event, and the fact that you're putting this on for the community, it means something. It's a big deal.
Right.
It's a big deal. So again, just tell us a little bit about why people should spend their Saturday mornings. They can come for what?
All right,
2 hours, 3 hours. What is happening during the course of the time? I know, just let us know what time it starts and what they can expect throughout the hours that the event's going to be on.
All right, let me just make one point of correction. It's not my event. It's not me putting it on. This is a joint collaboration. Joint collaboration between One Voice Africa and Caribbean Georgia Vote. Mm-hmm. I'm just the PR guy. I'm the guy that runs around and makes sure that people knows about it. I've been doing that all my life, right?
Yeah.
Because I like to run my mouth, so I guess that's why it works.
That's why they elect to do.
Yeah, that's right. But again, the theme: entrepreneur growth, strategies for business success. If you are in business, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are about entrepreneur growth, then you need to be where individuals are talking your language, right? Small business owners, as entrepreneurs, sometimes we don't see the importance of putting ourselves in the places where people are talking about economic growth, entrepreneur growth, revenue growth, growing our marketing strategies and embarking on business planning and so on and so forth. Sometimes we feel as if we can do it on our own. Right? Sometimes we feel like we know it all ourselves, right? I come across so many entrepreneurs and who think they know it all, who think that they have that perfect recipe for growing a business. But if you haven't done any business planning before you launch that business, before you open those doors, then you're setting yourself up for disappointment.
You get stuck.
Right?
Yeah.
So I am going around trying to promote this event and making people understand if you are in business, then you need to know about artificial intelligence and how AI helps you as a business owner to capitalize on marketing strategies, the algorithms that are built into the platform to help you do the research, right? To understand market trends, understand market growth, understand the economic shifts that occur, right? How do you plan to get the best exposure in the marketplace that you need in order to be successful? Mm-hmm. If you care about business growth, then you need to be at an event, a conference, a symposium, a workshop that speaks about growing marketing strategies, right?
Yeah.
We're going it's about because marketing, if the market does not know you exist, they can't do business with you.
Right.
They're going to do business with your competitors, right? They're going to do business with those who you compete with because they don't know you exist. They're going to do business with you because if you don't spend the time and invest the time and money, right, to get the exposure in the marketplace that you need to, in which you want to have success, then you're not going to be successful.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, I always say marketing. Businesses have to have a budget for marketing.
Right.
Why would you not have a budget for marketing?
Exactly.
Like you said, how do people know that you're out there? We talked about the Super Bowl earlier on.
Exactly.
They charge millions
of dollars per
just
ad.
for a few seconds, but they know they're going to get to 127 million people around the world.
Right.
So, it makes sense.
Right.
Marketing is important.
Yeah.
And then the other thing to note on that is you can put it as a business expense.
That's right.
So it's not coming out of your own pocket. It's a business expense.
It's a business expense. And it's not really, it's only costing you gas, really, because there's no admission fee, right? And we make it free. Some people think, oh, there's nothing good that comes from anything that's free.
Yeah.
Look, like, you better change your mentality, because there are a lot of things I do, a lot of places I go, a lot of events I attend where I don't have to pay to attend, and trust me, I get a lot of good nuggets.
A lot out of it, yeah.
Because it's the networking also that comes out of it.
Right.
The people who attend, right? And then let's move on to grant writing. If you're running a nonprofit and you're interested in grants, grant writing, writing grant proposals, where do I get grants from? Why would you not be at an event that's speaking about grant proposals and writing grants?
Yeah, makes sense.
Right? You need cash. You don't have equity to put into your own business, but you need to know, how do I get access to capital? This is like one of the #1 challenges of a small business. How do I get access to capital? How do I get money to infuse into my business?
Yeah.
Business funding, financing. How do I get? We have these facilitators, these speakers who operate in these spaces every day, who are the consultants, right? That operate in these spaces, and they're doing this pro bono. We just reach out to the experts who are out there, the authority, and they say, yeah, we'll do it. People reach out to me. You know how many workshops I do? I do stuff with the SBA, the SBDC. I do stuff with the Entrepreneur Center in Gwinnett. And trust me, I'm not being paid to do this, but I will. Hey, where do you need me? What do you need me to speak on? I'll come out. I'll do a whole 2-hour presentation on business
planning. Because the good
planning.
thing is that you're getting something out of it. They know who you are by the time they leave.
Yes.
They know exactly who Austin Thompson is.
But we'll Burna Boy will be in town. It'll be $200 for the ticket. Beyonce will be in town. It'll be like $800 for a ticket. We're going to find that $800.
You will be
We're going to find that $200.
Title for your car.
That's right. Problem Child, Marshall Montana will be here for Carnival.
Yes.
Tickets will be like $150.
They their houses to get tickets.
VIP $500, with all the booze you can drink. Or you're going to find that money, right?
Yeah, of course you do.
A free event where we're talking about how to grow your business successfully, somehow, some way, we find a challenge with that. We have to reverse our thinking as a people.
Yes.
Because 50 years from now, 100 years from now, we'll still be talking about, black people ain't going nowhere,
Well, hopefully I won't be around in 100 years to hear them say.
I won't, you know what I'm saying? But this will still be the conversation 50 years, 100 years from now, because we're not doing what we need to do to build our local economy and build our businesses, grow our businesses, and being responsible. We can't complain about everybody else who comes into our community and opens successful businesses that we patronize. We're going to complain about it, but we're not going to do anything about it by starting the businesses and making sure that we are supplying the market in our communities and making sure that they're doing business with us. And we can sit and complain about everybody else. And they have every right to come into our community and open businesses. Why? Because we're not doing it, right? So this is what we have to do. We have to be responsible and grow, and scale successful businesses. And these speakers are coming to discuss how we utilize artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is the growing trend right now. Doing marketing research the old way, traditional way, is just not enough, because with the way AI works, the algorithms that are programmed into these platforms can process information thousands of times faster and better than we can. Right? So we got to understand that, hey, these are the resources that are out there for us. We have to understand how to engage it and how to use it and leverage it successfully, right? So next week, Saturday, the 24th of February, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., right, at the Eritrean Community Center. That's at 720 Hambrick Road, right here in Stone Mountain, just down the road from CLTV Studios, right? The Eritrean Center. We want you to come out. We want you to come out, and not just to sit and listen and then go home and then don't use information, but we want you to come out as business owners, as entrepreneurs, to come out and to network.
Yes.
And to understand how to use the information you're given to grow your business successfully. We talk about entrepreneur growth, positive growth, right?
Yeah.
So we're also going to have business vendors at the summit, businesses that are set up to promote their businesses and services, right? So we want you to come and patronize the businesses and see who's out there. We're going to have African food. We're going to have Caribbean food. We have 2 wonderful vendors. We're going to set up to serve food. So we're going to have African food and Caribbean food, you know. So
you
get a
good
little
balance for everybody.
Yeah. So you can get your rice and peas. You can get your jollof rice. You can get your suya. You can get your curry chicken. I mean, you know, it's going to be a wonderful day. It's a day for us as African people to come together and talk seriously about entrepreneurship growth and how we grow our businesses. How we take that near $2 trillion in economic purchasing power and prepare ourselves for a consumer market that we want. We want that dollar to circulate longer than 6 hours in our community.
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
We want to make sure that our people are shopping more with us, but we also want to make sure that we're prepared and preparing ourselves for entrepreneurship growth. And the only way we're going to do that is to take ourselves out of that mindset that, you know, oh, I don't know, it's free. I don't know. Oh, I got other things to do.
Free doesn't mean that it's not
come
good.
to the event. Come to the event. We want you to come to the event, and we want you to...
I was there last year, folks, and it definitely is an event that you should not be missed. You know, just take some time out of your Saturday morning, come to the event, show the support, network, as you said. Network is important.
Yes, the networking is important.
So where can they find you, Austin? Where can they find you, and where can they find more information about the event? All
right, so we don't currently have a website at the moment, right? So we're 2 organizations that's really growing. For next year, we hope to have much of that in place. But I tell people to reach out to me. My number, you can reach me at my number, 404-587-3949, 404-587-3949. And if you text me, call me, reach out to me for more information. If you're interested in setting up a vending table, you know, call me. I can tell you how much it is and the arrangements, and then you can set up to, you know, get the exposure you need at the summit. But the important thing is invest in yourself, invest in your growth, invest in your success, because without the need and the just the passion for seeing yourself grow, without it, all that, you'll find yourself just slipping further and further back and not growing the way you need to grow. Because we as entrepreneurs, we have to do what's needed.
That is a good message. That is definitely a good message. So, guys, you heard it Saturday, February the 24th. I'm also going to have some information about it on my page, and I do have the flyer up right now so that you can see what's going on, when it is, what time, and the panel and who is going to be there. So that is the African Caribbean Community Summit happening on February the 24th, 2024.
I just want to give a quick shout out to the sponsors, because without sponsors, a lot can't happen.
Yes, of course.
First and foremost, thank you to the promo show, Cazzy B, for giving us the airwaves, giving us the opportunity to talk about the event. I want to give a shout out to Caribbean International Shipping, and right next door, Vita Infused Therapy and Vita Medics for sponsoring Caribbean Runnings. With Red Carpet Shelley, Wayne Hall Show, Rose Solo Show, all of these people that help make this event a success. Facey's Kitchen and Bangalore, caterers, we thank all of you. Cazzy, we thank you, man. You always, every time I call and I say, hey, Kaz, can you give me some time
on
your show? Thank you so much. And we appreciate all that you all do to make this a success. And to the Eritrean Center also. Thank them that they donate the space to us.
Yep. So thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. And of course, you're no stranger to CLTV, to the studio. So thank you for being here. All right, guys. So we are going to play some more music. But before I go, because we're going to finish with my amazing DJ DX. But before I go, I just want to say bye. I'll see you all next Friday, 5 p.m. I will be here. Tay will be here. Thank you to Tay. So next Friday the team will be back for the promo show. Don't forget to catch me on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, for lunch date with Cazzy. My guest is, well, I'll save that. You have to follow me so you can see who my guest is. But, you know, we have a guest on the show on Tuesday, so I will see you then. So DX, take it away, take it away.